Hello, this is Mr. Hancock here. I wanted to go over some things in the geography class, the projects or what would you call the assignments or projects. Let me just kind of show you where that is. So if you go to content, the top there, and let's just start with number 1, introduction. Okay. So each unit at the end of it has a project or assignment, whatever you want to call it. So as you're kind of coming down here at the very end, it's usually the last one, 0.06. So as you can see right here, this is a writing assignment on human impact. So let's just click on that to see what it looks like real quick. I'm going to be putting this video in here, so that's where you'll have that. But you can say see instructions or examples, so I'll just copy right here, and it pulls up and it shows what it should kind of look like. Okay, so there's some examples. What I have done to help out in different ways of trying to do less confusion. Who knows, it might confuse everybody more. But if you see here, you go add attachment, and then you come down here and go link. Okay. So you can put a link in here. So what I've done to every single student in the class is I've sent an email to you that looks something like this. Here is the link to your Google folder. So this is an individual folder that is created specifically for the student. Okay. So for example, if I were to click on this one, it's going to open up, and it'll have access for you to click without signing into a Google account, without having to do anything. So you just basically click, and then it pops up as soon as it's thinking. Maybe I'll refresh it one more time. Maybe it'll get a little faster. Okay. So as you can see, it's going to have like your last name, first initial, geography projects. And you'll have in here all 5 of the projects that are for the whole entire block. So let's look at the first one. So I'm just going to click on the writing assignment, which is the one that's in 1.06. So you won't have this Mr. Hancock at the top here. It'll just have this. So step 1, use this Google Doc for your assignment. So basically, I'm just going to start writing right here in this Google document. So I'm going to put Mr. Hancock. Okay, I've completed step 1. Okay, step 2 is what you need to write about. So I either need to write about some kind of natural resource. Okay, I want to research it, where to find it. It's in abundance. So I'm going to say coal. So I'm just going to be like, my natural resource that I am going to write about is coal. And then you need to start doing some research. Okay, so you start doing some research here. I have this on here, onlineuen.org. The username and password has expired for this year, but I will get you a new one if you want to use it, or you can just use like Google Scholar or something like that, but make sure it's kind of research based. And then step 4, you can see the example. You can see about 3 paragraphs here, and then you can share the link with me. So you can either do that by 2 ways. You can either click up here and click this link and push copy, and you put it over into the writing assignment like that, and then you just put writing assignment and then insert it. So, and then you just update it, and then I can go in and grade it. Or if you just go back to the original email you sent, you can always just go in and just say, hey, this is where I am. I did it right here. So I'm going to go add attachment, go to link, Control V, and then I can just maybe like 1 for assignment 1. Okay, and then you update it, and then that submits it to me. Okay, and you can do the same things with all the other assignments. So I kind of wanted to talk about those ones. You're going to create a slideshow on immigration. You're going to create a flyer brochure on poverty. You're going to write a letter about deforestation. And then right here, you're going to write or give a speech. Okay, so all of them have instructions like that. All you do is you take this link that's right here. You can just copy it and paste it in there. And then when I go into grade it, it'll just take me into your folder here. I'll click on this and I'll be able to see the work that you have done. So for the slideshow, people are kind of a little nervous about that. I got it set up nicely. You already have your 5 slides. Choose one, choose Mexico or Canada. Well, let's choose Mexico, so I'm just going to erase Canada, and now I have Mexico. Oh, my name. I'm going to have to put my name right here, so Mr. Hancock. Okay. Okay, and what else do I need to do? Use this Google slide. I need to have 5 slides. My first one's my introduction. Oh, I already got my introduction right there. That's done. You know, step number 2. 3 to 4 slides with the questions. Well, what are the questions I'm going to answer? Okay, questions. Brief introduction on immigration. Okay, so then I'm going to have to go out and Google what is immigration, right? And kind of give me a little bit about that. Responses to immigration in Mexico. So I'm talking about, you know, what's illegal immigration? You know, that kind of stuff. You don't have to do all of these questions, but some of them. Okay. It says at least 3 of the following. So you do those 3, and then wherever I found it, you're just going to have resources right here, right? My resources, so I found this at this website, you know, and just mark your websites. So that's how easy that is. Creating a flyer, you may need to insert some images. Okay, so you're just going to use this flyer. So this one is on poverty. So I'm just going to go something like this. Like, let's insert. We're going to do an image. And then I want to, I'm going to search the web. Okay, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go poverty. Okay. Oh, that looks like a good picture. Let's just drag that in here. All right. Yep, see? Just dragged in there. I already have my picture. That's a sad one. I don't like that one. I'm deleting it. So, okay. And then you write a little bit on here. Here are some examples right here of what people have done in the past. And then you share that link with me. So that's number 3. Number 4 here is you write a letter. Okay. So you use this Google document. Dear, let's take off our, dear so-and-so, right? And then you just start writing your letter, okay? So the letter to the G8 Summit. So, Dear G8 Summit. Okay? And then you just write your letter and include some of those things. Share it with me, okay? Pretty easy there. Number 5 is to write or give a speech. So if you're going to write the speech, you can use the Google document. I would use the Google document just to get your thoughts down, right? So it's on the economic crisis, okay? If you're going to write one, it needs to be a half a page long. If you're going to leave a voicemail for me, so you could actually call my number and give me the speech over my voicemail. But some things you want to think about, you know, supporting evidence, that kind of stuff on the economic crisis, okay? So you're just going to research that. And this one's about Europe. It's because Europe has a lot of economic crises. So, you know, just put my fellow citizens, right? Oops, I gotta still spell citizens right. The economic crisis, you know, crisis of today, yada, 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 right? So do what you kind of research and do that speech. Those are your 5 projects. They'll be due at the end of each unit. And you can find them. So people have always asked where they're due at. if you go into the learning management system, you go to plan, you're going to open, and so the first one is going to be due here on the 31st, or you can find it here if this is a different block. So please email me, text me if you have any questions. Thank you.